Hello, everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 14 Week 1 Game Day. We are so back. That was an incredible BearCave stream. If you did not see it, go back and check it out or watch the highlights when they're posted later. And some instant classics there to kick off a brand new season. We've had so many surprises, so many crazy moments. Let me know if you can hear me before we go ahead and get started. And if you don't know what this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran primarily through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. We have over 100 active users, and it's a really fun time. You can pick a team, you can pick playbooks, you can set schemes, you can recruit, you can, we have fully fledged transfer portal, we have fully fledged sportsbook, we have a fully fledged stock system. It's a very deep and immersive experience, so check any of our descriptions if you do want to join. As always as well, we are affiliated with Twitch, so if you are watching live, drop a Twitch Prime. It is free if you have Prime, and you don't have to watch any pesky ads or miss out on any of the action. As always, follow so you know when the stream goes live, and all VODs are posted to YouTube a little later on as well. If you want to get a little bit more action, we also run watch parties on Patreon, so an extra game during the week. If you want to join, check out Patreon, and we can get you set up there. And we are also affiliated with Home Field, so best apparel company out there. You can use code SFA and get 15% off any purchase. Code works once per email, and get you some cool college gear from your favorite team. Let me know if you can hear me, and we can get started. I need one person to tell me that they can hear me so that we can go ahead and get started. But this is going to be a good one. You got Texas A&M and Coach Skook, Rex Beavers, taking on TCU, the reigning SFA Player of the Year, Coach Mango, JT Redwine. And we are off, as always, on Game Day Games. We're going to go through the entire roster for both teams so that you guys kind of know who's going where. And also, we introduced same-game parlays for the Game Day game, so you can open that up, track what's going on, and see if your bet hits. I have a juicy one going as well, but we're going to kick it off with A&M, who had a great year. They started 7-1 last year, and then they got an injury to their running back and finished 7-5. Rex Beavers, he's back. He's a junior now, looking to lead this team. If he doesn't work out, though, they do have Herky Streets as well, so you might see him today. TJ Burley taking over the reins for Ostrander. At wide receiver, Percy Knox, the SFA player, 99 speed. Watch out for him on those deep yams. They got Patrick Simpson and Dan Day as well. You might see some Ray Woods or Nathan McDonald. You got Jeff Daniel, the tight end here, and SFA player Justin Coloran on the left tackle. Nice left guard, miss at center. And then DeMarcus Hamilton, he was a transfer portal grab from Miami a couple of years ago. And then they got R.C. Apodaca, the SFA player, as well on the right-hand side. Jackie Knight is the defensive tackle, or defensive lineman, SFA player. In the middle, or Curtis Williams on the other side, and in the middle, Freddie Furman and John Williams. Very, very good defensive line for A&M. A.J. Hawk, the SFA player, 81. In the middle, you've got Corey Patterson and Taylor McQueen, the transfer from Arizona. We'll see how much Taylor McQueen plays because Coach Cook didn't make any depth chart changes, so not sure how much he plays. A.J. Clark at the right side. At corner, you've got Tristan Cade. Lachey Phantom, I believe, starts at free safety. Dale Campbell, and then Terrence Boo starts in the slot. I believe that's how Skook put it. John Hampton here as well. And then I believe Matt Love starts at strong safety, and Scott Jackson, I think, comes down. I don't know the exact depth chart, but that's who they're rolling with. Kicker is a 72 overall senior. Not probably going to get it done all too much. He's 70 and 74, so we'll see if that impacts the game here today. Now we got to go find TCU. Made the playoff last year after a miraculous run with JT Redwine and company. He is back. He's a 99 overall. We'll see what he does today. At running back, Steven Sutton is back, the junior. Edwards is a new face as Nick Ramirez transferred out. And then at wide receiver, you got Peter Woods, 92 overall. He is a transfer from Notre Dame. You got Anthony Cross, the transfer from Colorado. And then Brian Hill in the slot. Nick Fuller here in tight end. It is Michael Francis now. The guy who won the Mackey last year has been redshirted. So left tackle, you got Noble, 79, 77 here, 81, 80, 77. So pretty good offensive line. A lot of older players here for TCU. So this might be the last chance that they can really make a push for the Big 12 championship. And then they got Eddie Rosario, the transfer from East Carolina. He's seen a lot of gameplay in the SFA's history as he was a starter when J.J. Watt was injured, which seemed to be all the time. So I'm glad he's getting a starting role over at TCU. Roach had a fantastic freshman year last season. We'll see if he can keep it up. And in the middle, Aaron Johnson. At linebacker, you got Heath Outlaw, the sophomore. Cornelius Day here, 85 overall. And Renner Hornbeak, SFA player. And out wide, Harold Cameron. You got Dalen Barnes, the SFA player. Jamal Moore, Tony Phillips. And then Kane Chambers, everybody's favorite player on this team. He always seems to be everywhere except when he's getting mossed by Minnesota. And then on the other side, you got Roscoe Cherry. And at kicker, Daniel Williams. He is 84 power, 75 accuracy, a little bit better. And then Ted Bonowitz, the SFA player at punter. So those are the rosters, folks. So for Skook and Mango, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Or no, sorry, there is none of that on game day. Sorry. Let me know if you want to switch your uniforms as I get the prediction set up. Not Blood Frog. I don't know why you don't like the Blood Frog, man. I think those are great. So I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. Get those Bobinas going. It is the New Heights Classic. So this is in NRG Stadium, neutral site. TCU is 3-0 all-time versus A&M. Shout out to Tribe for that info. Flame, welcome in. A big-time win. Your first career game back. And, all right. So Mango said not Blood Frog, so we'll just go the regular. And I don't see anything from him. So we'll just go all whites for A&M. So in terms of betting here, obviously the same-day parlays are going to be heavily focused on, but A&M is a 2-point favorite here. Remember, this is neutral site, so Texas A&M's not truly on the road. It's at NRG Stadium. And where is the over-under for this game? The over-under... I don't see it. Oh, here it is. It's game day. The over-under is 53.5. Kind of a low over-under if I don't say so myself. And then the obviously the same game parlays, which I might check on from time to time as we're watching. But a lot of lines you guys can pick from now. A lot of possibilities. So very excited about that. And once this runs out, the predictions, we'll go ahead and get started. As always, for you guys who don't know, game day is you get to watch the entire game play out. First snap to final snap. It's about an hour and 15 minutes of awesomeness. We'll commentate, talk with you guys, and it's always a great time. And hopefully Mango and Skook, if you're available right after the game to head to the press conferences, we'll ping you and hopefully get you guys going for a press conference. Anybody who played on BearCave can speak at the podium, and then obviously we ideally want the game day coaches on there if they are available. So we're just waiting for this to run out. I'm going to send a quick message. And the fun doesn't end here. We got recruits committing right after this. If you are new around here, as we get this going, all those week 1 recruits, it's a 1-week thing, so they will commit to teams right after this week. And I'm going to skip all the intros here. I'm going to try not get the UI glitch. So it's Texas A&M and it's TCU. Game day is back, baby. I am so hyped. We got Texas A&M. We've got TCU. Kane Chambers. We've got JT Redwine. We've got Rex Beavers. Beavers ball is back, baby. And we're at the New Heights Classic. And we are off in Season 14 game day. TCU gets the ball first. We're going to see JT Redwine at the rock as they get a return here up to about the 20-yard line by Peter Woods, the top receiver, the transfer from Notre Dame. The biggest question for this TCU team is how are they going to respond to losing Speedy Gonzalez and Darius Hayward-Bay, are arguably the best wide receiver duo we've ever seen at one time. So JT Redwine, first snap of the day, man is in motion. What are they going to do here today? Are they going to continue the hype from last year? It's going to be a run play for JT, the first play, and he goes down. A.J. Clark on the tackle, that right outside linebacker. 2nd and 12 here. Remember, the New Heights Classic is held in NRG, always between two high-level users, as JT takes the second snap as well, and he gets about 4. So 2 run plays to start. No carries for Steven Sutton yet. Texas A&M playing well on defense. This is a team that has a very scary secondary now, as they have Lachey Phantom and Terrence Boo. You got to watch out for them, but this is one of the most prolific passers in SFA history, and that's going to be a first down. First play to Michael Francis, hits hard. Remember, JT Redwine is the reigning SFA Player of the Year. That is one of the most prestigious awards in the country. This was a team in the Final 8, lost in the Cotton Bowl to Minnesota after beating Georgia. And another throw off the back foot, and that goes nowhere. Second and 10 here. You got to think JT could have set his feet there. He did have some time. Terrence Boo is in the slot. They're going to give it to Steven Sutton here. His first rush of the day gets 5. As another manageable third down coming up for TCU. Remember, this is a Texas A&M defense that lost a couple games last year on last-second plays due to their defense, but it seems like they shored that up. Number 29 is Lachey Phantom, the number 2 prospect in the country, but wide open man here, and that is Peter Woods getting involved on the first drive. 14 yards for him. He led Notre Dame to the playoff where they beat number 1 Clemson back in season 12. But after a bad year last year, he looked for somewhere to go as a redshirt senior. Steven Sutton going up, gets about 4. So TCU, this is a team that in sim loves to pass the ball, but obviously when you're on game day, you can't really get away from the run. And I do have the Texas A&M fight song loaded up. Once we play it for the first time, let me know if it's a little bit too loud, as we get a nice run here to the left side. And also, game day highlight videos will be a little bit longer this season, as I'm going to try and include a bit more. You guys seem to like that for the playoff. As Steven Sutton takes it up the middle, he finds some room, gets a nice run, gets about 10. Steven Sutton. See ya, Cryo. 1st and 10 here. JT Redwine. This is a long first drive for TCU. Over the middle floater. It's completed. Big hit by Lachey Phantom, but Brian Hill hangs on. That was a beautiful play there from TCU. So 1st and goal for TCU. Can they strike first in the New Heights Classic? It's going to be a screen pass. Oh my God, it's almost picked off by Dale Campbell. He had it. They never saw him. So next play over the middle. He's open, and they get down to the 2. Peter Woods trying to get in there. Remember the first TD line. Who's going to get it? It's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in, or can Texas A&M get a goal line stand here? It's TCU in shotgun. They get him to jump. No. Man in motion. It's Gibby Sutton up the middle. He's hit hard. Big stop there. 4th and goal. And they're going for it. Getting aggressive here on the first drive. 4th and goal. JT's gonna throw it. He's sacked. Jackie Knight off the edge. Turnover on downs in the New Heights Classic. What a stop for A&M. Boom. So if you're betting on the same game parlay, no touchdown quite yet. As Rex Beavers takes over, one of the most well-known SFA players in the country. He delivers a strike on his first pass to Ray Woods. They're starting in the back of their own end zone here, but the defense getting that stop is huge, especially after they took about 4 minutes off the clock here in the first quarter. See what Rex Beavers can do. This is a team that loves to run the ball, and they get a nice run there. TJ Burley takes over for Keith Ostrander, who left after his red shirt sophomore year. Rex Beavers dumps that one off. That's a completion. He evades the defender. Bad route there. I believe that was Roach. Ray Woods makes his second play of the day. First and 10 here. They're moving the rock. It's going to be a screen pass. He gets there. Broken tackle, and he's hit hard. Dan Day can't get anything on his first catch. Dan Day is a sneaky good talent sometimes. Last season, we saw him make quite a few big plays when they needed him most, and mostly in the run game on those jet sweeps. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how these same game parlays work. I mean, I put the first TD in there because that's where you can really get a big number. But 2nd and 10 here, Rex Beavers. And it's going to be sacked. No, he breaks away, and he falls down. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up. What a sequence. Eddie Rosario, the SFA player, or the transfer from ECU, forces a fumble. You saw his hand swat in there, and he just grabbed it. What a play. I gotta remember to play Texas A&M fight song next time something good happens. 3rd and 16 now. Rex Beavers, he has plenty of time. He delivers a strike, but he's going to be short. No! The tight end, Jeff Daniel, he stretches the ball. They're going to give him the first down. What a start to the New Heights Classic. These teams are going crazy. 1st and 10 now for Beavers, and Eddie Rosario takes him down. I think Eddie Rosario could be a massive pickup for TCU. This is a team that didn't have much in terms of the front four against Minnesota. They couldn't really generate any rush against Slade Roden last year, so Mango went out to fix that as Kane Chambers leaks down. They're stacking the box here. This is a Texas A&M team that loves to run the ball, and Rex Beavers going backwards. So another 3rd and 16 upcoming here for TCU's defense. Can they get off the field here? They bring a blitz. Beavers on the run, floats it into no man's land. Turnover on downs. Or not turnover on downs. They get a 3rd down stop, so it's going to be a punt here. Sorry, we're getting back into the swing of things on the commentary. As we're going to get a return here from TCU. Matt Edwards up the middle. All right, folks, so TCU was moving the rock at will. And then they got stopped on 4th down. So we'll see what they can do on this drive. Steven Sutton gets to the outside. He finds a little room, gets about 5. He has the highest line of the day. His rushing yards are set at 100.5. 2nd and 5 now here. Split back set. We have yet to see Anthony Cross get a look as a nice little move there. That's Edwards. That's the backup running back. And he gets about 16. It's a long... You got 4 quarters, Florida man. Unless you picked a bunch of unders. It's a long game. 1st and 10 here. JT Redwine. He floats that one. Finds a man on the deep crosser. There he goes. Down the sideline. Big play for Brian Hill out of the slot. And that is when TCU is at their most dangerous. The ability to let JT Redwine sit back there, pick his shots, pick apart the zone. 1st and goal here for TCU. Can they punch it in? Hand off to Sutton. He tries to go outside. He goes down. Negative yardage. Brought down by Campbell. Campbell could have had the pick on the last drive. Gets a stop here. Sutton up to 22 yards. 2nd and goal. Split back set. Hand off to Sutton again up the middle. He tries to find some room. Breaks a tackle. Spins down to the 4. Another 3rd and goal coming up inside the 10. TCU struggling mightily in the red zone so far. Coming out in shotgun. Trips to the left. Peter Woods soloed on the right side. JT. He's going to throw it. Touchdown, TCU. Brian Hill gets the first TD of SFA Season 14 game day. The 3rd iteration of the New Heights Classic has been a banger so far. And if you picked Brian Hill to get the first TD, he was a plus 500, the 2nd highest or the 3rd highest line available for the first TD. Brian Hill getting involved, the slot receiver for TCU. I would be shocked if somebody picked Brian Hill to get a first touchdown. I don't think anybody would have the clobber knockers to do that. All right, so A&M, they just got to stop shooting themselves in the foot with the negative plays, with the fumbles. You know, it's the same kind of thing that's haunted the Rex Beavers era. Really, it's just been injuries and negative plays. So there's another negative play as SFA player Renner Hornbeak makes the tackle. Remember, all you new coaches, the key to SFA players is they are your stars. They're not to build depth, so just get them at key positions. You should be pretty good, and that's a massive hit. Cornelius Day. Holy smokes, what a hit. Boof! That might have been the biggest hit we've ever seen. 3rd and 9. Dumping that off, overthrown. 3 and out for A&M. Oh yeah, don't worry. I write down every highlight. We're good. We're good. All right, Matt Edwards on the return. So that's going to end the first quarter here in the New Heights Classic. TCU takes the lead 7-0. Got to be impressed with A&M's defense inside the 10, but they got to figure out the offense here if they want any chance. Remember, this is a TCU team that holds the all-time 3-0 record against A&M. Sutton gets a carry, and he stays on his feet, turns that into positive yardage. Oh, yeah, welcome in, Nathan. Big win for Ole Miss, but yeah, you got to get better. 4-point win over Virginia is not going to cut it in SEC play. 2nd and 8 here for JT. He has some time. There's another big pass, and that is going to be Darius Fleming, the tight end. Nice little throw there. The 2 tight end sets. And Mango hates it when I say that, but TCU has one of the more deep tight end positions in the country. So they're across the 50 yet again. Handoff to Sutton to the left-hand side. A beautiful block. They have a lot of room. There goes Sutton down the sideline, and he's pushed out by Terrence Boo. Steven Sutton already up to 60 yards on the day. Thought he was going to break that one for a second. Split backs here. They're in the red zone once again. Dumping that off, and it's incomplete. Nice play there from A&M. It seems like as soon as they get inside the 20, the A&M defense starts playing well. TCU yet again. Man in motion. This is Cross. We've yet to see him get involved. Transfer from Colorado. Quick option. Doesn't work. Jackie Knight brings him down. He's been elite here on the defensive end. But you'd like them to get more involved when they're not in scoring range, right? So from the 17 here, it's going to be 3rd and 14. And you get down to the 3. They bring a blitz. They pick it up. Beautiful pass protection over the middle. It's intercepted. The freshman Terrence Boo picks off JT Redwine. And Texas A&M once again gets a red zone stop. Or no, it's Matt Love. Whoops. I thought that was Boo. Man, all the time in the world, man. All the time in the world, and they don't convert A&M picks. So if you picked over on JT Redwine picks, there you go. Is now Beavers has all the time in the world. And he throws a pick right back. Unbelievable. Back-to-back picks. Dalen Barnes, the SFA player. The highlights just coming at you back-to-back-to-back. So both quarterbacks throw picks. Those lines hit for the same game parlay. This is definitely a stinker duel as TCU is right back in the red zone. Like nothing happened. JT's floating that to the end zone. Oh, we almost got 3 interceptions in a row. Tristan K drops it. What are we witnessing here in Houston? 2nd and 10. Gonna be a handoff to Steven Sutton and Jackie Knight off the edge. A&M defense is waking up in the red zone, man. Unbelievable. 3rd and 14 now. TCU, this is their 4th drive already in the red zone. And they are going to be in 4 possessions, going to come away with 10 points. As we're going to get a field goal attempt now to go up 2 scores. The kick is up, and it's good. So TCU adds 3 off the turnover. Obviously, you would have liked a little bit more, but, you know, 2 scores at this juncture, you'll take it. And now the question remains, what's going on with A&M? This offense has been stinky so far. They almost fumbled it away. They did throw an interception. So when is Beavers going to wake up here? McQueen, I don't know if he's playing. He's not the highest rated middle linebacker. Skook never told me to start him, so I don't know. He may, I don't know if he runs a 3-4 or not, but we haven't called his name yet. Yeah, TCU should be killing this game. So, but that's the thing. You can't let these SEC teams hang around. You know Beavers gets a couple massive plays here or there as he gets a first down there. I don't know why you guys wouldn't check the roster video. He's not the highest ranked middle linebacker. I think he's the 2nd strong safety, though. Handoff here. Big hole for TJ Burley, and that's a nice play. I mean, your parlay didn't hit anyways. You weren't waiting on McQueen. All right, so Texas A&M across enemy territory for the first time. Welcome in, Polas. Hand off, and TJ Burley gets about 6. When A&M's able to run the ball, man, they are elite. So we just got to get it working here. And typically, second half, start to get tired. Burley. I mean, I'm not the chump who bet on Taylor McQueen 10-plus tackles. Rex Beavers floating that out wide, and he just throws that away. Beavers 5 of 9 to start the day. Already got that interception. That's one leg of my parlay down. I don't remember what I submitted for my same game parlay. It was a nuke in the middle of the night last night. 2nd and 10 now. Handoff. Burley again up the gut. Third and 5 now. Rex Beavers over the middle. Wide open, man. There's Day, and that's going to be a flag. They're going to get him for 15 yards for a face mask. It will be half the distance to the goal line. The first penalty of the season. That's on Renner Hornbeak, the SFA player.
Still first down.
New Heights Classic looking to get good here as A&M is inside the 10. Their first trip to the red zone. Can they punch it in? Going to be a handoff to Burley up the gut, and he does not get in. Remember, there's a lot of same-game lines there for anytime touchdowns. So 2nd and goal. Beavers, he's going to keep it. There goes Beavers. Touchdown. A&M, they're back in the game. And I got to get Skooks. Let me know if this is too quiet or if it's too loud. Let me know if this is too loud or too quiet. The TD for TCU was Brian Hill. Is that a good level? Nice little return there for Peter Woods. We gotta get the TCU band going, or the A&M band. All right, so what is TCU gonna do? 4 trips at the red zone, 10 points. They've been killing it in the neutral field, just driving down. But they gotta finish these drives. Steven Sutton, another big hole, gets about 9. Second and 1 now for TCU. Still no throws to Anthony Cross here. They bring a blitz. They don't get to him. There's Anthony Cross. And he gets a nice play there. They hit 7. Nine of 14 here for TCU. Pistol. 1st and 10. They're hurrying it up. Steven Sutton again. Nice blocking. He breaks 1, breaks another, gets about 5. As we're starting to threaten halftime, remember A&M does get the ball after half. It's TCU looking to go back up 2 scores. 2nd and 5 now. Man in motion. JT dumping that off to the tight end, and he doesn't get there. So Michael Francis can't get across, so it's going to be 3rd and short. Opportunity for A&M to really flip this game on its head. JT, they're going to hand it off, and he gets bowled over in the middle. Turnover, or it's going to be a punt. There's A.J. Clark in the middle. And there's a fair catch. So A&M, they've came on late here is you've got, they were down 10-0, but a couple defensive stops. Beavers getting a nice drive, and they're back in business. They could take the lead here. You got Roscoe Cherry cheating up. He brings a blitz. Rex Beavers gets away. He's on the run, and he's going to get close to a first down. They're going to call him short. A minute 46 left here. All 3 timeouts for both sides. A lot of opportunity here for Coach Skook. 2nd and inches. Can be some quick option, and Beavers can't get the pitch off, so more negative yardage. It's runner Hornbeak making his 3rd tackle for loss out of the linebacker position. Cornelius Day couldn't get over there. What a asset Hornbeak has become in his sophomore year. So 3rd and 2. This is a big play. A&M needs to get a first down here. They're going to hand off to Burley. Breaks a tackle, falls forward, first down. Missed opportunity there for TCU to get back on the field. A&M under center, taking their time. It's going to be a toss play to Burley out wide. They get the blocks, and that goes for about 9 as they call their first timeout. So now up around the 40, A&M can really try to push for at least a field goal here. Beavers over the middle, and he's hit hard, and that's Roscoe Cherry forcing the incompletion. Cherry, the Michigan State transfer. SFA player. He's grown into a great strong safety. 3rd and 1 again here. They're going to run it. Beavers keeps it up the middle. He finds some room. There goes Beavers. A beautiful display of rushing. So they're going to hurry it up now. They're at the 50, 46 seconds left, dumping that one off to Burley. He has some room. There goes Burley down the sidelines, 20-yard gain. Beavers, they're pushing it now. They're at the 30-yard line. We've yet to see our guy Percy Knox get any throws, but they're immediately in range. Oh, boy. Beaver ball is in full swing. Can they score before halftime? Quick option. Hornbeak brings them down. Negative yardage. They got to hurry it up now. 2nd and 11. Percy Knox, where's your guy? And Beavers, he's trying to escape it. He breaks away, but he goes down. They have to use the final timeout, which could be costly here. This has to go to the end zone. Anything short and the half is over. 3rd and 11, Beavers. He has time. And it's going to run out. He throws it. It's short. They're not going to get the field goal unit on the field. Or are they? Wait a second, they do. Are they going to get the kickoff? Yes, they do. And it's good. We got a tie ball game going into halftime. What a weird play there at the end. Instead of hurrying it up, they raced the field goal unit out there. Third down plus the field goal. So after all of that, we're back to square one as I am going to play the A&M halftime music as they're on the field. The band is playing. Yeah, I mean, at the half, you got to feel like TCU was the better team, but they definitely left a lot of meat on the bone. 4 red zone possessions, 10 points. Both teams had turnovers. Beavers really turned it on there in the second quarter. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this game shakes out. It is a very even match so far, and that's what you want in the New Heights Classic. You want a good game here at NRG, and that's what it's looking like. And it's a low-scoring game. I mean, we had an over-under of 53.5. We're only at 20 right now, so got to feel like both these teams are going to really open up the offenses here in the second half. We haven't seen JT Redwine take a yam yet. We haven't seen Rex Beavers really yam it yet, so we have not seen Percy Knox yam it. And I don't know how your guys' parlays are doing. Mine's looking pretty good. I got the Rex Beavers rushing touchdown. I got the Rex Beavers interception. And I'm on track for the Steven Sutton over on the rushing yards. I'm just hoping I need a Percy Knox touchdown. So we're going to get A&M's going to get the ball back here first. It's 10-10. As week 1 has over-delivered a great slate of games thanks to Coach Rick helping us with the schedule. No bye weeks, everybody playing. Some fantastic matchups and a great third edition of the New Heights Classic is loading as Beavers floats it down the middle. He hits his man and he's tripped up. Ray Woods almost had him. What a play to start the half. The Beaver Yam almost went crazy. Yeah, big play there for you, Skook. As A&M, they have just taken the momentum from the second quarter on, and they have just ran with it. I mean, 10 unanswered points. James Roach finally makes a play here. Yeah, Percy Knox has not been making plays. He is number 86, bottom of your screen. And we haven't seen Patrick Simpson either. Handoff here to Burley. Goes the other way, reverses his field. Kane Chambers on the tackle. In coming weeks, I'll probably start adding some defensive lines. It's just for the very first week, I just wanted to do very base offensive stats so that so you guys could kind of get the hang of the concept and not throw 3 pages of lines at you, right? So 3rd and 7 now. Beavers. Can they keep the drive alive? Pocket collapses. He goes down. Sacked by TCU. Matt Parks. And that drive ends as quickly as it began. Rex Beavers holding on to the ball a little bit too long. As we're going to get a punt now. We'll see if they can get it inside the 10. They are angling that. Not really. And that's long. All right, TCU getting the rock here after it was scary there for a second here at the start of the 3rd quarter, but they figured it out. 1st and 10. Taylor McQueen is on the field. And Steven Sutton there. Taylor McQueen sighting, number 53, I believe. Don't quote me, but I see the dreads. Might just be AJ Hawk. I know AJ Hawk has dreads as well. Shea Phantom in. So 2nd and 7 here. JT making an adjustment at the line. JT, plenty of time over the middle, finds his man. And they're going to actually give Brian Hill the first down. So Brian Hill is having a great game today. 5 receptions, 74 yards. Definitely hitting the over on his line, I believe. 1st and 10, JT. He delivers a shot, and it's just out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Quick option, gets it to Sutton, and he goes nowhere. That's -5 yards. Scott Jackson on the tackle. Yeah, Brian Hill is way better than that Lloyd guy, Mango. That Lloyd guy was so ass last year. 3rd and 15. Can TCU get a magical first down here? Peter Woods in motion. They're going to dump that off and cross. He's not going to get anything out of it. Brought down by Terrence Boo, the SFA freshman. So 4th down here. A&M's going to get the ball back. I didn't really have a defensive game on my bingo card today. That's why we play the games. As Lachey Phantom gets a nice run. So Rex Beavers takes over. Percy Knox, no catches so far today. And he's going to take off here. He's sacked by Eddie Rosario, I think. No, Cornelius Day. Why is a middle linebacker number 96? He is the transfer from Nevada from a couple years ago. Big part of this defense last year. Senior leader. 2nd and 17 here. Another bad way, and Beavers keeps going down. If you're betting the rushing yards, you got to remember sack yardage is included as Roach gets involved here. Beavers just going down. Here's the thing about Beavers is he can be so damn good, but he just has possessions like this one where nothing goes right. You know, it ends in a pick, or you just get sacked 3 times, right? I mean, watch out, Pin. One big run like Beavers normally has, and that's the over hits. You know, I'm not too worried there as Patrick Simpson finally gets involved here. His first catch, 4th down. But yeah, this offense is so hard to judge as well for A&M because you don't know if they're going to run it, if he's going to yam it deep a couple of times, right? So it's definitely a hard offense. You probably could make some money on those receiver lines. So we'll see how the payouts are, see if anybody gets, you know, a big payout from the same game parlays. 1st and 10 here for TCU, a prolific scoring offense, the highest scoring offense of season 13, held to 10 points here through a half. Definitely, I did not have this game being 20-20 or 10-10, but I think this might be like a game we saw earlier today. It was 14-10 entering the 4th quarter, and they scored 35. I think that was the Georgia Tech game as he throws this one away. JT pretty far away from the line of both touchdowns and passing. So he needs to step up his game if he picked the overs there. Maybe 3rd and 3. Red Wine, he's going to keep it here. He has some room. There goes JT. He has some speed. He tries to hurdle. He's hit hard. Lachey Phantom. What an ending. That's all heart. Look at him. He got speared. That's a that's a Max Duggan run right there. 1st and 10 here. They're going to fake the handoff. Dump that off to the tight end. No one saw him underneath on the delayed release. Beautiful play there, Michael Francis. And remember, Skook and Mango, if you are available, please go to the press conference stages after the game to answer some questions from our reporters. We'd love to get that as part of the game day tradition for you guys to answer some questions if you're available for 5 or 10 minutes. 1st and 10 here. We got about 12 minutes left here in the Season 14 New Heights Classic, the 3rd year of this game. And Sutton goes down. He's really, the rushing is fallen off. Sutton, he's been stuck around that 60-yard range here. We need him to get on his horse a little bit. 2nd and 12 now. JT, he's running it. What do you mean by that, Pin? 3rd and 3 here. A&M or TCU is on the run. Probably still a bit out of field goal range here. Fleming in motion. JT. He throws that out wide. Anthony Cross gets a critical 1st down. This pass defense starting to break down a little bit. A&M, they got to put it together. Oh, yeah, he's been starting to put in the scorigamis that started last year. He's really helped me out with those. When he's available on game days, he enters them as we post them. That's a big W. Rick is the greatest. All right, 2nd and 10 here. We got tight end in the backfield. Those rushing lines for the tight end. They're dumping it off to him, and it doesn't get much. Lachey Phantom, the number 2 prospect in the freshman class. He's having himself a great game today. What in the world is that text, Pin? Ban this guy. What was that? I cannot even read that on stream as he threw it on the run and it's tipped away. What a throw, Dale Campbell. What a play from the corner. He's been doing so well. So we got another field goal attempt here from TCU. This one's going to be a 37-yarder from left hash to take the lead, and it's good. What? Dale Campbell. Did I say Dan Campbell? As Percy Knox makes his first appearance on the day. Let's see if he can get involved here. A&M once again down. They have yet to hold a lead today, but their defense is putting on a master class. You got to think, you know, this defense has been insane today for A&M and honestly TCU. So let's see what they can do. Beavers, he had a bad drive last time out. Can he put another one together? SEC not having that great of a day today. Beavers does take off here, and he gets about 8. Renner Hornbeak pushes him out. You can't believe it. Rex Beavers, 15 rushes, has 0 yards. We need a 70-yarder right here. Come on, Rex. Rex keeps it. Come on. Go the distance, Rex. Go, go, go. He gets 11. That'd be hilarious if he just one run gets the over. So 1st and 10 here. Beavers hurrying it up. He's running it at will. And Burley pushes in. That is a big Burley man play. 11 yards. He's up over to 69. He needs about 20 more yards for his over. First and 10. Beavers. And they bring a blitz. They get to him. They're going to give it to Eddie Rosario there. And once again, it's always these plays by, you know, by Rex Beavers that kill drives. It's either a sack or, you know, a bad play, a fumble, something, you know, that kills these drives. Let's see if they can come back from this. It's only a 2-yard loss. Beavers, that's a dump off, and that's going to be a catch. Beavers has 152 through the air. Ray Woods having himself a day, and he's not even on the lines. He's the 4th receiver. As Beavers is 47 yards away from his over, I believe. No, Percy Knox has been held off the score sheet today, which is interesting as we head to the 4th quarter. 13-10 here in the New Heights Classic. Can A&M come back? They've been hanging around. TCU's definitely been the better team. Feel like they should be up by a lot more, but we got a low-scoring game today. The over-under is 53.5. But we're only at 23. But Beavers is driving. 3rd and 6. Kane Chambers coming on down. He drops back. Beavers has time, floats. That's going to be a first down, a lot more. That's Simpson. Patrick Simpson, his 2nd catch of the day. Here comes A&M now. First and 10, A&M. There's a catch for Percy Knox, and he goes backwards. Oh, what a day for Percy Knox. 1 catch, -5 yards. In our fantasy league, that was 0 points. In a PPR league, that was 0.5 points. So 2nd and 15 now here for A&M. Beavers. He's going to evade. He gets sacked again. Eddie Rosario, have yourself a debut. The ECU transfer, 3rd sack of the day. He is just killing R.C. Apodaca on the right side. The SFA player, freshman All-American, I'll add you. He's getting toasted today on the right side by the ECU veteran. So 3rd and 22 now, out of field goal range. Beavers, he has to do something, and he dumps that off, and it's a flag. What's the flag for? Pass interference on the offense. So they're going to obviously decline that, and this drive is over. Harold Cameron is clamping Percy Knox today. As one of the fastest receivers in the country, you thought that he was going to have a big day over the top. But no, TCU has been clamping. I thought for a second they're going to call defensive pass interference. It would have been hilarious. As that one goes through the back of the end zone. So TCU coming back onto the field with the lead. Trying to extend this back to 2 scores. 7 minutes left. Ball is in their court. They could really press on A&M here with a good drive as they're floating it deep. First play, and that's a catch. Brian Hill yet again. A breakout performance today from Brian Hill. Brian Hill is elite. 1st and 10. JT has a new toy to play with. 1st and 10. JT, plenty of time. We've yet to call Freddie Furman's name today. And that hits that hits Peter Woods in the back of the helmet. What a doink right there. 2nd and 10 now. That's just a lack of chemistry from the new receiver as we get Matt Edwards here in a nice play. Backup running back playing well. Gets that right over the blitzing defender. Big time play from JT. He's up over 200 now. First and 10 now for TCU across the 50. They're trying to put this game away, but we know that the offense kind of sputters out here. And there's a nice pitching catch. There's Peter Woods making up for the doink off the helmet. That's his 3rd catch of the day. Lachey Phantom on the tackle. 1st and 10 now. TCU, plenty of time. He's jamming it deep, and oh, man. He gets hit as he throws. So 2nd and 10. I'm surprised that was not a fumble. They're going to run a screen pass here, and that is blown up. A beautiful play there by the defender, breaking that up. That was Williams, the 2nd DT. So a 3rd and long now. Welcome in, Boxer. New coach, UTSA coach. I know it wasn't the result you wanted today, but welcome in. This is a great game here in your backyard. 3rd and 13. Over the middle. That's going to be a ball-busting 1st down, TCU. And that is why JT Redwine is your SFA Player of the Year. For plays like that. In the biggest moments, your SFA players always come through. That was massive. They were not in field goal range there. 1st and 10 here for TCU. Threatening the red zone. A&M needs another amazing play in the red zone. This one goes out of bounds. The New Heights Classic coming down to the wire like it has the previous 2 years. The Arizona-Tennessee one was kind of a stinker, but last year's came down to the final play. Handoff here to Sutton. He breaks a tackle. There goes Sutton down the right side. 1st down, Steven Sutton. First and 10. They can still get a 1st down without a touchdown. Hands off to Sutton to the right side. The short side goes nowhere. A&M has to get another goal line stand here. Remember, this is the 5th time they've been in the red zone today. Actually, maybe the 6th. And they only have 13 points. JT going to the end zone. Open man. Touchdown, TCU. Anthony Cross, the transfer from Colorado, gives them a 2-score lead. Is that the ball buster? A&M came back quite quickly in the second quarter from a 2-score deficit, so we'll see if they can do it again. But they're going to need Rex Beavers to play some hero ball now. Remember, A&M was a 2-point favorite, but the running game just hasn't been there. The pass rush for TCU has been vastly different from last year as well. 6 sacks today for this TCU defense. This is a team that couldn't buy pressure against Minnesota in the Cotton Bowl. What a change from one year to the next. And, man, I cannot wait for that TCU-Baylor game. But TCU has to get this done first. You have to get through Beavers still. And there's a catch from Percy Knox. You do not want Percy to start feeling it. You do not want Percy Knox to start feeling it. Watch that matchup top of your screen. Percy Knox on Harold Cameron. If he gets a good release, it's over. They're going to run the ball here, though, and that's going to be a run with Simpson. He doesn't get hardly anything. Runner Hornbeak once again. Actually, it's Ray Woods. So 3rd and 2, kind of a must convert. You got to kind of go for this at this point. They're lining up under center. 3rd and 2 here for Beavers. Strong carry to Burley. First down, A&M. So they hurry it up now. Beavers, he has some time. He's going to take off up the seam, and he's going to get a couple of yards back. Only 4 yards on the day. I hate how this game tracks sack yards as rush yards. That's all right. Beavers, just over 4 minutes remaining. He's yamming this one deep down the sideline, out of bounds. I don't know, but I think it's dumb. That's a change that needs to happen. 3rd and 8, though. They're going to hand it off, and Burley, he gets some room. Burley! He does not get there. So 4th down. Pretty much game on the line here. You're down 2 scores. 4th and inches. Hand off to Burley. He gets it. Big conversion there from Burley. They're going to hurry it up. Clock is ticking, but as long as you score before you use those timeouts, you are in business. Floater. Open man. That's a first down or more. He stays in bounds down the sideline. Patrick Simpson comes through. Big play. That's what they needed. Beavers takes off. He finds some room and he gets caught. Clock is running. They got to hurry this up. They got to get into the end zone. They can settle for a field goal, but it would not be nearly as good. Dump that off. And TJ Burley getting about 7. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. You got to hurry this up. Remember, don't use those timeouts. Biggest play of the day. Watch out for Rosario. 3rd and 3. What is the call? Beavers? Beavers? He has time. Over the middle. And they call him short. Jeff Daniels is short. But they get the first down. They hurry it up. Can they punch it in? Beavers again. Beavers. And it's tipped away. Looking for Woods. 2nd and goal. TCU got lucky with the spot. Can they punch it in? A&M. Man in motion. Beavers keeps it. Touchdown, A&M. They pull back within 3. His 2nd rushing TD of the day. When A&M is down and out, Beavers comes to the call. He just sucks in the regular part of the game. If Beavers just came in for end of half scenarios, he'd be the best quarterback in the country. So only a 3-point game. A&M does have all the timeouts. They are going to elect the onside kick. Interesting. And TCU does get it. So a couple of first downs and TCU can win this game. And I think A&M's fine because even if they get a field goal, they're still in this game. So they're going to hand it off. There's Sutton. He only gets about 4. As the clock is ticking, A&M's not using the timeouts. I think that's probably a good call because it gives you an opportunity to stay alive if they get a first down here. 2nd and 6. Hand off to Sutton again, and they bring him down. A big play there from Clark. So 3rd and 3 here. Game on the line. First down virtually wins it. They're going to throw it with JT. Floats it. And oh, Lachey! It's deflected away. And they're going for it. They're not punting. They're not kicking a field goal. They want to win the game right here. JT Redwine. 4th and 3. Man in motion. JT, he fakes it, and he throws it. It's an in-breaking route. First down, Brian Hill. What a call. And that can just about do it. One more first down definitely ends the game. And there it is. Steven Sutton breaks away. First down, TCU. And that should be the ball game, folks. They needed that interception, and Skook couldn't get there. They had the play they needed, and they just couldn't catch it. Boo, Skook, come on. All right, well, Mango, can you do a press conference? Good. We'll at least get the winning coach. We'll say that Skook stormed off into the night. 3rd and 15 here. Hand off to the left side. Last chance for A&M. And that goes nowhere. So they're going to flex with the field goal unit, but they're not going to kick it as A&M wins outright. And the under hits. So as we hit triple zeros here in the Season 14 New Heights Classic, TCU gets it done in a defensive battle for the ages, 20-17, improving to 4-0 all-time against Texas A&M. The defense was elite. So many sacks, making Rex Beaver's life hell, and JT Redwine did just enough with his new core to get it done. TCU starts at 1-0. A&M drops to 0-1. And what a bad week for the SEC. Thank you guys all so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week for week 2 here in the SFA. Peace. All right, everybody, we're going to go through all the stats for the same game parlays, obviously, and then head over to Discord as we'll have the press conferences once the stream ends. And while you guys do the press conference, we'll get signing day here a little bit later on. It typically is in about an hour and 15 minutes. Just depends how many submissions I have to go through. But this is how this game shook out, and I did not think we'd have a defensive battle. I thought the over-under line was very, very high, but the under did hit. Very interesting for sure. JT Redwine, what a day, 243. So I'm just going through some of these game day parlays. So JT is under. He's under on both of the throwing and over on the interceptions. Rushing the ball. Oh, no way. Steven Sutton, the over-under for his rushing yards, I kid you not, was 100.5, and he gets 99. Unbelievable. Absolutely incredible line management there. Other guys on the rush yards, you had Edwards. He wasn't even an option. JT was under on the rush yards. And receiving yards, I mean, Hill, he absolutely blew that out of the water. Yeah, over 70. The only other guy, nobody else hit their over-under mark. Brian Hill is the only one. And then receiving TDs, receiving TDs, Hill and Cross hit theirs. So Peter Woods, bad game if you bet on him. And defense, Renner Hornbeak, dude, what a game. The recruit here, but I think the player of the game for them had to be the ECU transfer, baby. Eddie Rosario, 3 sacks. They had 7 total sacks. They did get the interception from Dalen Barnes. And in these grinding out games, it's always your transfers, always your SFA players that get the job done. I'm so hyped that Eddie Rosario is playing at a high level. He would have been on my bench this year. So this is why we do the transfer portal. Give guys a chance to actually make an impact for some of you guys. Now let's go to Rex Beavers, who actually, surprisingly or not, hit the over on his pass yards. Obviously hit the under on his TDs and hit the over on the interceptions. In terms of rush yards, he only got 4 on 21 carries. It's because of the sack yards, so definitely an under on there. Burley was another crazy line. I had Burley at 95.5 on the rush yards. He gets 94. So both running backs just barely hitting the under. There's no way, Pin, that you hit yours. There's no way. Someone audit this fool. All right. Passing yards. We've got Woods wasn't even an option. Simpson, I think, hit his over. Yes, he did. Simpson hit the over. Daniels did not hit his over. Gameday did not. Percy Knox obviously hit the under. Todd Burley, I think he hit the under as well. Or no, Burley hit his over on the receiving yards. Interesting, by 2. And then receiving TDs, nobody got one. Blocking, and then the defense. I mean, I think the problem here, A&M, this defense played incredibly well. I know we didn't see much from Freddie Furman, and that sucks. But I mean, I think it just came down to the drop pick at the end. Scott Jackson got his hands on it. Could have been a big time play. Dale Campbell also had some great plays. It's just one of those games that so defensive that just one little error can ruin the game for you, and that's what happened here. But I thought this was a fantastic way to start the season. No blowout here. TCU gets it done. Incredible game. So let's check out the players of the game, and then we'll end the stream. And remember to head over to Discord. And if you are an SFA reporter, you get to ask questions to people who are on BearCave and in the game day. So we'll have Mango go first if the mods can get that set up here. And I will be listening in. I will not be able to run it as I will be focusing on doing recruiting. And then BearCave coaches can take the podium. Remember, SFA reporters, if you ask questions, stick around, and really get into it, you'll get bonuses, as you guys have seen in that channel. But what a day. And if you do want to become a reporter, be able to ask questions, there's a sign-up sheet in the media announcements section. But just in general, a fantastic way to kick off the season. I love the overlays. I love everything that's happening in the SFA right now. This is such a great season and such a great payoff for a long off season. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on Sunday for the next game day. Peace.